Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be how they turn it on and off so easily. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please subscribe. So the narcissist, that's who I'm referring to. Their charm, how they bat their eyelashes, give you a little look, a twinkle in their eyes, how they turn it on and off so easily. It's as simple as twisting a water faucet on or off. That's how they turn the charm on and off. And remember, when you entered the narcissistic relationship, you most likely fell for the charm of the narcissist. You believed in the mask. You did not know that narcissism was prevalent on this planet called Earth. You certainly did not think it would affect you for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship and subsequent relationship, post-discard or post-ending of it. Point being is you fell for it. Now, many people do fall for it. That's the charm, and that's exactly what the narcissist wants. Remember, the narcissist wants to prey upon individuals who do not have the wisdom, who do not have the expertise and the experience on the narcissistic abusive cycle. You are now getting it through my channel. You are now gaining wisdom. You are now putting up boundaries. You are now becoming awakened, educated, empowered, and enlightened. These words I do not use lightly. Many of us who have gone through the narcissistic relationship have experienced some of the darkest days in the relationship of our entire lives, and certainly post-relationship. Many of us, some of us I should say, have experienced the dark night of the soul. Others have experienced that more than once. My hope is you never experience the dark night of the soul. It is one of the most challenging periods of your time. It will test you to your core. Your belief system will blow up. You have lost all hope, and it will change you, transform you forever. Having said that, how the narcissist turns it on and off so easily, as the thumbnail mentions, it's all on purpose. Remember, the narcissist is a master manipulator. What they care about is extracting resources from other individuals, virtually anybody who is not them. Now, the resources they want to extract, as I mentioned so frequently, include your time, money, energy, effort, love, empathy, your social circle, your status, perhaps your tangible assets, i.e. houses, everything about you, your businesses. They want to extract these things from you. The narcissist wants you to not only become an extension of them, but they want you thinking about them 24/7. They want to live in your mind. Now, is the narcissist going to come out and tell you that? Absolutely not. But then again, when you met the narcissist, did they give you did they hand you a sheet of paper, a 2-page report describing who they are and what they will do to you if you enter the relationship? Of course they didn't. They went to the relationship knowing, first of all, that the relationship would have an expiration date, but second of all, what they would do to you, and third of all, knowing who they were. Now, that is the disguise of the narcissist, or the mask. Remember, the narcissist usually presents themselves to be one individual when they are somebody completely different. Play that again. That's what they do. That's who they are. That's why the narcissist, if your relationship has ended or is about to end, that's why many times they can just move on so quickly like that. And the reason why is because they never loved you. They never cared about you. The only thing they cared about is what you provided, which again was to make them look better. Arm candy, financial resources, raise the kids, pay the bills, put a roof over their head, vacation in Mexico, whatever the whole purpose was, but that's what they wanted. And when they saw that you and your resources were dwindling, in other words, let's say your bank account was now at zero and you now have a mountain of credit card debt, your health is ailing, your social circle is not what it once was, your job is not, you're not doing that well at your job because you're being beaten down each and every day by living with the narcissist or experiencing that toxic narcissistic relationship. When they realize that, that is when many times they will hit the button and eject that relationship, jettison the relationship, if you will, and they will go on to the new supply who has been groomed behind your back virtually throughout the body of the relationship. Keep in mind, the narcissist doesn't have just one source of supply. They have multiple sources of supply. They get supply at work through coworkers. They get supply on a bus through disrupting people's energy there or consuming people's energy there, on an airplane. They get supply from waiting in lines or trying to not wait in line because they believe they should be able to cut the line because they're better than everybody else. Think about that for a minute. Let's pause there. How many times have you seen an individual try to cut in front of you in a line? Probably more than you care to see, right? Well, that individual either A, has a real dilemma on their hands, like they really need to get in front of the line because perhaps they're beating a deadline, like they're gonna miss a plane or something. I get it. But if it's not something like that or an emergency, then what they're doing is they're believing they're better than you and they can pull one over on you and that they matter more than you. Think about it. That's exactly what the narcissists do. The narcissist doesn't believe that the rules or regulations apply to them. They believe that they're above the law. They're above the general population, if you will. But getting back on track, the narcissist got your replacement throughout the body of the relationship. It was just a matter of time before they got the green light from the new supply or vice versa. But the narcissist, remember, whether you married them or not, whether it's your mom or dad, sibling, aunt, uncle, neighbor, coworker, whomever, they will constantly be trying to belittle you, to have them feel better than you, to put you down, to have you not believing in yourself and or your core values, to having you just question yourself, like, what was that? Like, who speaks to people like that? A narcissist. Think about it. The narcissist also does not have the ability to introspect or apologize or say, I was wrong, I want to improve, I want to do better. And of course, we know by now that they can't love and they have zero empathy. They are hollow, empty shells looking for an engine to drive them to the next fuel source, which is the new supply or the new supply, or whatever you want to say. But as the thumbnail mentioned, how they turn it on and off so easily, think about it. The narcissist, let's say you were in the house with the narcissist, and of course it's before you knew they were a narcissist. And let's say that you were experiencing a rage fit, or you were being given the silent treatment. Let's use that one for this example. So there you are in your house, a day is going by, and you're not being talked to. Like you are being treated as if you are actually invisible, you don't exist. Remember those days? Exactly, I certainly do. They were not fun, they were challenging, they were absolutely disgusting. The point is when that would happen, then you could be in the same room as the narcissist, or you could be in the same house, wherever it is, but they're completely ignoring you. But yet they're on their phone texting. Of course, who are they texting? Probably the new supply, or getting supply from some app, dating app, who knows what it is, or social media. But then all of a sudden you would get a knock on the door, boom, boom, boom. And what happens? Oh, the narcissist springs up, they go answer the door, and it's as if everything is set back, everything's perfect. They're laughing, they're giggling, they're sharing pleasantries, and everything's going great, and you're scratching your head like, what's going on here? Like a minute ago, before that person came to the house, you acted like it was the end of the world and I wasn't even being talked to. And now this person shows up and they're being treated like the greatest gift since sliced bread. Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because you are now in a relationship with a toxic individual or a narcissist, a person who's trying to belittle you and put you down below their shoe and pump up other individuals. Now the person at the door, that could have been their best friend of 20 years, who perhaps maybe by now has figured out that their best friend is a narcissist. I have no idea. Who knows? Maybe it's a fly monkey. Maybe it's a delivery person dropping off a package, but it doesn't matter who is at the door. What matters is it wasn't you, and that person is getting the attention and or energy that you deserved, but you weren't getting that because you were being devalued in your own house. And when you were in your own house, you were isolated. You were being devalued each and every day. And for this example, you were experiencing the silent treatment. That is exactly how these relationships work. And until you get the wisdom on my channel, you can't wrap your head around it. You're thinking, was it me? Did I do something wrong? And what you do, by the way, with the silent treatment, what happens, how to get out of that, FYI, pro tip, one of two things will happen. The narcissist will break the silence and they will apologize and say they were wrong and let's just move on, which will never, and I repeat, it will never happen. Or you will give in eventually and you'll say, hey, a little time's gone by. Can we just patch it up? Can we move forward and get back on the same page and get close again and talk? And then the narcissist begrudgingly will say, yeah, I guess so, or okay, or yeah, but it was your fault, right? They're gonna do something like that. And then in their tiny little pea brain, what are they gonna be saying? They're gonna be saying, payday, I got them again. Not only did I devalue them and give them the silent treatment for that whole day, but now they apologize to me for my poor behavior, which gives me the green light to do it again and again and again. And this is exactly where the narcissist wants you. They want you watching that charm be turned on and off, on and off. And they want to keep you in the push-pull, the high-low, the spin cycle, if you will, of the relationship, where you can't make progress. You are stagnant, but you're tolerating the poor behavior each and every day. And each and every day, or each and every week, it literally is getting worse and worse and worse. And you are questioning yourself more and more and more. And the narcissist is seeing you become devalued more and more and more. And they're laying on the gas pedal more and more and more. And they are looking for your replacement faster and faster and faster. And this is how the cycle continues. It goes on and on and on. Think about this one. You're getting ready to go to a barbecue. You are ready, you're ready to go. It's 5 o'clock, the barbecue begins at 6, and the narcissist is not ready. It's fine, no problem. the narcissist came home late from work because they were allegedly working, who knows. Point being, now they're getting ready and now it's 6:30. The barbecue is 30 minutes already passed. I mean, it's already started. But of course, what do you have to do? You have to sit there for an hour and a half and wait for the narcissist to get ready, number one, because again, they devalue you or invalidate you. And number two, you can't be on time for the barbecue. That's a no-no. No, 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 no. Who does that? Average, everyday people do that. What does the narcissist need to do? That's right, they need to make a grand appearance, a grand entrance. That's why the narcissist is usually late to these events. Boom, 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 light bulb moment for you. Think about it. When you were a kid, you probably heard the expression, oh, let's be fashionably late. What is the core of that expression or phrase? That's right, it's let's be fashionably late so everyone can have their eyes on us when we enter the event or the barbecue. The narcissist has this nailed down to a science. They do it each and every time because they can't be an ordinary person and just be there when the event begins. No, no, no. They need to make an entrance to have all eyes upon them. That is how they get supply. That is how people look at them and say, ooh, who's that person? And then guess what happens? Boom, the charm gets turned on instantly because now there is a barbecue area full of people they know, random people, acquaintances, strangers who they can extract supply from, and they can get new phone numbers. In other words, get your replacement. This is how the narcissist lives. They don't live in the moment. They don't live in the present moment. They live for the moment. They live for the event. They live for the temptation of getting the new supply. They live for the temptation of blowing up your relationship. They live for you being stuck in the narcissistic abusive cycle. They live for you wanting to be with them, and they live to have you thinking about them and pining for them. It's not until you get the wisdom on my channel that you say, oh my gosh, this person actually needed me. I didn't need them, but the whole roles were reversed. They flipped the script on me and they made me think that I needed them. I don't need them. I never needed them. I don't want them. I never wanted to be in this situation. Think about it. This is what the narcissist wants. So as I mentioned, the narcissist and the individual, which most likely is you if you've made it this far in the video, you two had an energy transference, which means your beautiful, abundant, positive energy went into the narcissist virtually every minute of that relationship, and I do mean that. And their toxicity was dumped into you. That is why you felt drained throughout the body of the relationship. That is why your health took a hit. That is why you lost friends. That is why your bank account has no money in it. That's why you're up to your eyeballs in credit card debt. That is why mysterious, strange behaviors would happen all around you. That is why relationships of years gone by have blown up, because the narcissist drove a wedge between you and those individuals. That is why people at your work wouldn't talk to you. That is why you experienced the smear campaign, which you didn't even know there was such thing as a smear campaign, did you? No. But this is what happens when you get close to an individual who is a narcissist. They want to take you down because they believe they are better than you, and they believe this is a challenge. Remember, everything to the narcissist is a game. It's a game of accumulation, accumulating wealth, accumulating relationships, accumulating blown up relationships, accumulating new starts and then blowing those starts up. That's what they want. The narcissist is nothing but a hoarder and a accumulator of individuals. That's what they do. There is no core or substance to these people. Get the message. So as the thumbnail mentioned, how they turn it on and off so easily, they can turn it on and off because it is basically robotic-like. There's no human element to it. There's no real raw emotions with the narcissist. The narcissist rarely cries. If they cry, they're crocodile tears. They can't love, we already know that. That's been exposed. They don't have empathy. They just feign empathy or fake empathy. What they do is they walk this planet and mimic back people's behavior to other individuals. Think about hobbies for a minute. Well, when you first met the narcissist, did they do or enjoy your hobbies? Maybe, but probably not. What did they do? They probably picked up some of your hobbies and then took them from you and said, no, those hobbies are no good. You shouldn't be doing those. You shouldn't be gardening. You shouldn't be biking. You shouldn't be running or swimming or whatever you're doing. No, who does that? No, nobody does that. Next thing you know, your health took a hit. You put on pounds and the narcissist is like, what are you doing? Why don't you get out there and exercise? And you're like, oh my gosh, are you joking? I used to do all these things before I met you and you had me not do them, and now look at me. Small example, but this is what they do. But yet, what does the narcissist, what kind of hobbies do they do? They glom on to other people's hobbies and apply them to themselves. Let's take bike riding for an example. Maybe the narcissist you knew never rode a bike before, but all of a sudden they're biking 20, 30 miles a day, waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning so they don't have to be next to you, and they're biking all the time. Why? because that's what people in their group are doing. So they need to assimilate with that. And that's where they can get you a replacement in the Bite Club. Get the message. There are so many thousands upon thousands of layers to narcissistic abuse. Each and every day I present new information and new wisdom to help you get along the healing path, to help you continue to move forward each and every day, to empower you, to educate you, to have you become awakened and aware. My hope is you're getting the wisdom, you're applying it, and you are helping yourself move forward. Guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. The narcissist can turn it on and off so easily because they're always on a quest looking for something they will never find, which is the perfect relationship, the perfect person, somebody who will fulfill them 24/7. It never works out that way. That is why the narcissist blows up every relationship, because they give up. Once the euphoric stage is over and the narcissist knows they have you, the challenge is done for them. That's when they most likely begin looking for your replacement. But they won't tell you that. They're going to string you along as long as possible because you don't know what's going on, and they think that that is fun to them, and they need people. You don't need people. All you need is serenity, calmness, oneness, abundance, growth, and a positive direction to look forward to. Guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember, you are not alone. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye, guys.